In this video, the Octopirate Customs and I tackled the upcoming LEGO Collectible Minifigure Series 23 and gave off some possible customization ideas. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start the series off with the cardboard robot. What ideas did you have?
So for the cardboard robot, the only two ideas that I thought of were Slade Wilson and Rose Wilson. I just thought that it would be kind of a cool, colorful take on their characters to use the arms and legs respectively. Those were the only two ideas. I'm actually just really interested in hearing what ideas you have for this character.
In an episode of Phineas and Ferb, Candace got a job at like a toy store. They forced her to wear like a Perry the Platypus costume. And even though this figure is more robotic than semi-aquatic, I still think you can make a makeshift Candace in the Perry costume.
That's the spirit!
And then a second idea, Ahsoka was taken as a slave by these cat people. She was put in this blue dress. You could use these parts for her. There are some like robotic aspects that are a little bit of a downside, but you could still use these parts for Ahsoka as a slave.
That's grim, but that's brilliant as well. Any ideas for the Ferry Captain minifigure?
The boat piece itself, I was thinking like a mini Titanic MOC. The arms, I'm pretty sure they came out on the prior Sea Captain minifigure, so it's great that those are making a return, and people use the arms for Doctor Strange, so it's just another way you can get those arms for Doctor Strange.
Now that you mention it, with the boat piece, I could see some really cool like ship in a bottle type builds.
Yes.
That torso, I need to see the torso print. It looks like it'd be very useful. The hat piece, Captain Clown from Batman the Animated Series.
I actually have a Captain Clown minifigure, and it uses the hat from the old Sea Captain, but since this one has the little anchor, I'll have to upgrade Captain Clown with this hat.
Speaking of fairies, any ideas for the Sugar Fairy?
My main idea was the candy cane itself, Mr. Mint from Candyland.
Ah.
I guess you could also do like a holiday Riddler if you wanted to.
I love it. Thinking about Batman and Christmas and candy, I'm thinking about the Batman the Animated Series episode.
Christmas with the Joker.
Yes, the candy cane. I was thinking of course, a One Piece character, Perro Sparrow, who has this staff that's like a lollipop and candy cane. Two-piece, Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory. Another piece that's just really useful here is that crown or tiara piece, which is the first time I believe that we're getting it in white. There is a Disney mobile game called Rovers, which I couldn't care any less about this game, but there's a lot of really cool character designs or redesigns of classic Disney characters, Pixar characters. There's even some Nightmare Before Christmas characters thrown in there, and there's this really cool design for Ariel. Any ideas for the Nutcracker?
There is a skin in Fortnite, Crackshot. The torso, I'm thinking Frankenstein from DC Comics. I know he wears like a red, I was gonna say underwear, but he wears like a red undershirt with like golden straps that somewhat looks like this. The legs and the torso could be used for Captain Corbett from Marvel Comics.
I love DC's Frankenstein. I can't believe I didn't even think of that. But that torso, Dr. Eggman, it's not a perfect fit, but I do think that it could be put to good use for him. In preparation for this video, I looked up Napoleon Bonaparte, and he wore something similar to this, like the torso, legs, and whatnot, but honestly, a ton of historical figures wore something similar.
The Christmas elf.
My first idea was Toon Link for those legs.
Ooh.
And now that we're talking about it, I think these legs would work really well for the Robins from the Batman Who Laughs from Dark Knight's metal.
Yes.
Yeah, next up we have the reindeer. Any ideas for the reindeer?
Fortnite, once again, there are two skins that come to mind. The red-nosed ranger and then the red-nosed raider. And then also, you can make like some kind of Christmas time mock, you know, the family's just sitting around the fire, enjoying the warmth. And then above said fire is a deer head.
Ancient blood and blackened skies.
So up next is going to be the snowman. A couple ideas that I had were the slushy soldier, another skin from the hit game Fortnite. You could also make Frosty the Snowman, and there was a Pixar short called Knick Knack, and the primary character is a snowman, so you just gotta swap out the scarf color because I think his was like green.
The next minifigure is our favorite of the series.
This dude's poppin'.
That was a corny joke.
Oh.
I could definitely see this popcorn piece being used for like a movie theater or something for a city build.
That's very brilliant, honestly, top-notch idea.
You don't have to butter me up.
Oh, come on. Now on to the turkey. I mean, I'm pretty thankful that LEGO finally gave us such a sophisticated creature. The main thing that I was thinking of is I made the Terrible Trio based on their Batman the Animated Series appearances, and I used that stupid chicken headpiece with the lazy eye. And this turkey headgear is much more appropriate for a vulture, so that's the main idea that I had.
Those arms. Clayface. I could definitely see them used for like a mid-shapeshifted Clayface.
Ooh. Up next is the wolf. What ideas do you have?
All I'm going to say is Rob Stark. I'm just going to leave it at that. If you know, you know.
Wolf from Star Fox. If you don't want to go down the Chima route using those like creepy pieces, you could use this piece for wolf.
Any ideas for the knight?
You could use the visor for Dr. Fate.
It's really cool to get mid-legs in a new color.
I'll probably give those to Tin from the Metalman.
That horse, and also the dark pink plume. I don't really have any ideas, just that, hey, these are cool pieces.
Exactly, just cool pieces.
But the dragon.
So the first idea that I had was actually for the wings, and I'm thinking Annihilus from Marvel Comics. Also, you could like repurpose this whole figure as like Fang Foom or Pete's dragon. What ideas do you have?
You know I love the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes.
There's specific characters that would work really well, such as Slash, Mutant Hun, as well as the version of Raphael from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. King Koopa from the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Obviously, I think a lot of people are going to use these pieces for the Lizard, or Killer Croc, or Green Goblin from Spider-Verse. Yeah, thank you again for having me. It's always great to be back to partake in our time-honored tradition of taking a look at an upcoming minifigure series and just brainstorming ideas for characters. It's just so much fun, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun watching these videos too. If you do, there's a lot more. Be sure to go check out the playlist. A lot of great ideas. You may have seen on our Instagram account some ideas that we've used, and there's a lot of great creators out there. Don't just check out our stuff, go check out theirs as well. But while you're here, make sure you check out ours.